My name is Jonathan Reeser. I am 11 years old and I am a 6th grader at Hillgustat Middle School. This is my first year in FFA and I am really excited to share my supervised agricultural experience with you. I knew I wanted to join FFA because my sister was in it and I thought it was really cool when she raised a goat. I love animals just like her and I wanted to learn more about livestock in the agriculture industry. So, for my first year in FFA, I decided to raise chickens. For my SAE, I started a chicken project. I wanted to work with chickens because I thought it would be a great learning experience to raise and care for them. I chose Silver Lace Wyandottes because they are good egg layers and have great show quality. Plus, I think they're beautiful. I also picked Speckled Sussexes because they are great layers, very calm, and easy to handle. Perfect for a first-time project. I ordered my chickens from Cackle Hatchery on July 21st, 2024, and received them on July 24th, 2024. We ordered 8 hens, but got 10. One of them even turned out to be a rooster. Unfortunately, one hen didn't survive, so at the time, I had 8 hens and 1 rooster. At first, I raised my chickens in a trough under a heat lamp on my patio. Every Saturday, I would take them outside to a small protected area while I cleaned out their bedding and gave them fresh shavings. They lived there until my coop was finished on September 12th. To keep my chickens safe, I built a dolly hoop coop with the help of my dad and ag class. Here's how we built it. We started with a square wooden frame. We arched cattle panel from one side to the other. The back wall was enclosed with wood panels and we put hinges so we could access the nesting boxes. The front door was framed with wood and hardware cloth for safety. We covered everything in hardware cloth and added a tarp over the top for protection. Finally, we added shelves, roosting bars, nesting boxes, and enrichment toys. The best part, it's easy to move because you can place 2 dollies under the frame, one at each end, so I call it the dolly hoop coop. As part of this project, I also learned how to safely use a table saw, hammer and nails, and wire cutters under the supervision of my dad and ag teacher. One of my biggest goals for my SAE was to show my chickens at the Highlands County Junior Livestock Fair. I brought 1 Australorp hen named Nugget, 1 Speckled Sussex hen that I named Big Boy, a hen trio of Black Lace Silver Wyandottes named Rita, Janet, and Gladys. I was really proud that all of my hens earned blue ribbons, and my Wyandotte hen trio won Grand Champion. I participated in showmanship as well. That included me handling Big Boy in front of the judge and answering his questions. I had to answer questions about parasites, predators, coloring, and physical characteristics. While I think I did pretty well answering the questions about my Speckled Sussex, I know that for next year I need to do more research on different varieties of chickens and be able to compare general characteristics to the chicken I show. During Fair Week, I also participated in the Ask Me booth. I brought my Speckled Sussex hen and spent 30 minutes talking with visitors, answering their questions, and let people pet my hen. It was a really fun experience teaching others about chickens, and I was really happy to share what I've learned this year. In early September, my ag class incubated eggs and only 1 chick hatched. Turns out he was a rooster. Since he was too small to stay with my Wyandotte and Sussex hens, and my Wyandotte rooster was a little aggressive towards all the new chicks, I went to Rural King and purchased 2 Australorps, 2 Sapphire Gems, and 2 Midnight Majesties. This created the need for a second coop, so I built another dolly hoop coop just for the 6 hens and 1 rooster in my mixed breed flock. My long-term plan is to build a 3rd coop just for my Silver Lace Wyandottes, so I can raise and sell exhibition quality purebred chickens. My goal was to raise my chickens and show them at the Highlands County Fair. To reach that goal, I had to learn several new skills. First, how to check their vents daily as chicks to prevent blockages. This involved carefully examining their vent and washing away any dried fecal matter with a warm cloth. Next, I had to learn what to feed them at different stages. When they were young, they needed starter grow feed for high protein and growth. Once they started laying eggs, they needed layer feed, which has less protein and extra calcium for strong eggshells. I learned about different supplements like seeds and mealworms to keep them happy and healthy. While some of you may think those are unnecessary treats, seeds and mealworms actually allow the chickens to peck and scratch. Plus, it improves nutrients that improve egg quality. Finally, I had to learn how to bathe chickens using 3 tubs of warm water with mild soap and a hair dryer. I was so scared that the chickens would hate getting a bath and would fight, but they actually seemed to enjoy it. They sat calmly in the warm water while I scrubbed away the dirt and grime. When it came time to dry them, believe it or not, they sat in my lap while I used a hair dryer on the low setting. I also wanted to raise chickens for egg production. Now that I have 14 laying hens, I collect between 7 to 12 eggs per day. I keep about 1 dozen per week for my family and sell the rest at $5 per dozen. Taking care of chickens means a lot of daily responsibilities, like collecting eggs every day, especially since I have lots of roosters, moving the coop to fresh grass to prevent diseases, and cleaning out nesting pads weekly and making sure they always have fresh food and water. One of the biggest challenges I faced was getting the chickens into the coop at night. At first, they didn't go in on their own, and I had to chase them, which was frustrating. To fix this, I trained them by saying, "Here, chick, chick, chick," while shaking a bag of treats. Now they come running as soon as I call them. It makes life much easier, and they go into the coop all by themselves. Since I ended up with 2 roosters in my flock, I decided to start breeding and selling chickens. This is a great time for it because of the bird flu and chicken shortages. People are buying chickens like crazy. Here's my plan. Incubate 21 eggs at a time this spring, sell 21 chicks in March, another 21 in April, and 21 more in May. Sell mixed breed chicks for $5 each, and exhibition quality silver lace Wyandottes for $20 each. Since my Wyandotte hens won Grand Champion and my Wyandotte rooster won Reserve Grand Champion at the Highlands County Fair, I know I can raise and sell high quality birds. My first year in FFA has been an amazing experience. Raising chickens has taught me responsibility, problem solving, and a lot about animal husbandry. I've learned how to take care of them, show them, and even start my own small business selling eggs and chicks. Thank you for learning about my supervised agricultural experience. I can't wait to continue growing my project in FFA.